Alrighty, everybody, welcome to the LTA show. I'm your host, Felix the Asian, and I've got a very special guest star. I got Dylan Burns. Go ahead and
What's up?
introduce
Oh,
yourself. You're all good. I didn't give you time to say your
no
name, but
worries.
yeah, just
Um, yeah, what's up, guys? Um, my name is Dylan. I have, how long have we known each other, Felix? Quite a while now at this point, I think, right?
I'd say before pandemic, so 2018, 2019, something like that.
Yeah, since we started talking, yeah. Sounds about right. Yeah, so I've known you since then.
Hmm.
But recently, for me, I've been working a lot, living at home with my parents. I work in mental health, actually.
Oh,
I work
really?
at, yeah, I work at rehab housing. It's called Mateo Lodge. Social rehab is where I'm at. There's three different houses. So I'm an activities coordinator. I basically plan activities out for them for the month, take them
Mhm.
on outings and stuff.
Wow.
So there's that. Other than that, honestly, I have not been doing much. I've been gaming a lot recently. In the I've been wanting to get back into like soccer or something like that. But every time I go to sign up for a league, like the registration date was always like 2 weeks before. And then when I go again later, when I think it's time, it's always like the same thing. It just the process keeps repeating. I don't know what's wrong, man.
Oh man,
I
you're
gotta
missing out.
get my schedule sorted out. I know. But yeah, I guess that's like a gist of me right now.
Okay. I mean, before that, I remember you were working at Dollar Tree. I remember those
Yep, yep.
days.
Those
Or-
days, the night shifts,
Yeah,
overnight, the 12 a.m. to 8 a.m. shifts. Those are great.
my gosh.
Yeah, that job was all right. I mean, nah, I can't really lie. It was pretty meh. Cause like I got used to the overnight stuff after a while, but it definitely wears on you. Cause not being able to like go run errands and stuff at a proper time, because either like you try and schedule appointments and stuff, but most places are only open like offices and stuff during the time that you'd be sleeping. So like in order to offset that, you'd have to like change your sleep schedule around a lot more than
Wow.
you would think. Yeah, at
Wow.
least for me. But
Wow. I mean, like, and you've been working there for quite a while. I'd say like what, a year, maybe two?
at the Dollar Tree, yeah, I worked there. No, I think it was more about 7 months or something like that. 6, 7 months.
But, I mean, that's a lot for, constantly waking up 12,
Yeah, fair,
working.
fair.
I mean, it must have been a huge change. Did it like feel really weird, after you left Dollar Tree and like having to slowly readjust your schedule? Or
Yeah, I mean, kinda. It just takes a few days, really. You just gotta. It's basically the first night finishing. You gotta pull the all nighter, and then from there, you're so tired you can kind of fall asleep at whatever time,
Mhm.
and then that at that point you do that just to reset it, and then you just get that down for the next couple of days, and then your body kind of resets as normal. So it's not
Huh.
too bad, but when you first try and do it, yeah, it's pretty rough. Like the first transition from staying, having to stay up the first time for like the first shift, because I didn't sleep during the day for the first shift before. So like I had a whole day, then went to work 12 a.m., worked the 8 hours, came, and then immediately.
Mhm. Wow. I mean, that's like an interesting strategy. I mean, it works, right? It seems like it
Yeah,
would work.
yeah, definitely did.
That's like
Who
a
knows?
life hack.
Yeah, I didn't look up any strategies, so there might be much better once recommended online. Who knows?
Wow. I mean, with your current job, it seems like you're enjoying it though, right? Like it's very,
Yeah, it's chill. Like I get it's probably one of the best. It's definitely the best job I've had because salary, benefits, vacation days, sick days.
mhm.
I really can't complain.
Wow.
Um, Coworkers are nice too, which is great. Problem is because it is mental health, it is a very stressful job. So having all that stuff is sort of an incentive for
Hmm.
people to work there. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did you did you go into college with your major intended towards that, or did you go to
Mm-mm.
college?
Not at all. Yeah, I started CSM undeclared. And then I took an English class with a nice English teacher. I was like, you know what? I'll do English. I'll be an English teacher. Realized teaching sucks. Didn't want to be a teacher. Went undeclared again. At that point, I moved to San Diego. And then that's when I was thinking about like Japanese language or, yeah, or mythology. And then at that point, I was like, I'm not actually interested in any of this stuff enough to pursue it in school. So like I had talks with my family, and then that's where I stopped going to school for a bit. I still haven't gone back, but then when I moved back here, like I worked at the Dollar Tree for a bit, and then I was in a lull. I didn't have a job, and then my friend's mom, is one of the main bosses for the whole company, and
Mhm.
so one of my other friends got hired, Julian, and then he asked me. And I was like, yeah, sure. I was like, do I need any credentials? And he was like, nope, you don't need anything, just going from scratch. And then there's trainings, obviously, but yeah,
Wow, it's the connections,
yeah,
They,
100%, man. The connections are what you need in the job world for sure.
yeah. I
Like
think
degree,
that's, yeah, sorry, what?
I was gonna say degrees help a lot, but connections are definitely the main thing.
Yeah. I think just degrees can only get you so far, whereas like networking, like you got like limitless, like endless
Mhm.
possibilities. You can go from
For sure.
one friend, they introduce you to another friend.
Oh, for sure, man. And it's all about the charisma too. So
Mhm.
like if some people don't have the charisma, they go down the degree route and they get all the degrees and credentials that way. And then that helps them get a better job, which is
Mhm.
cool. You know, there's multiple paths for that.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, good for you for like, at least trying to explore different areas because I mean, it's, trying to
Yeah,
understand
man.
what you want to do.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. That's the best way of doing it. Get experience in all the fields. Cause I know for sure food service out of the question. That's done after working it so many times, you know. What is it? Jamba Juice, Nose Bagels, Tea Station, Ocha. I think I'm missing one more, but those are the main ones.
Wow. A lot of different jobs. I did not know you went into those like areas.
Those were early on though. Like Jamba Juice was like my first job in high school,
Hmm.
and then Noah's Bagels was in college, uh, or CSM, beginning of CSM, and then when I moved, San Diego Tea Station, and then what was the other one I said?
Ocha.
Ocha, that's right. That was also high school boba shop. Yeah,
Wow. So you got like at least some barista experience, huh?
true, true. You know, I will say I wouldn't mind being like a bartender or trying that for a bit, actual bartender.
Really?
But yeah, that's where the line is drawn.
Yeah, I think bartending is an interesting like job. I mean, you have to be good at like reading people
Yeah,
sometimes because
which I think I am. I hate to.
yeah.
That sounds awful, man. Both. I can't brag it. I gotta stop. I gotta stop.
I mean, it's a skill,
Yeah,
Somebody had to learn it.
fair. Yeah, true.
I mean, same with like poker, people have the skill of reading
Mm-hmm.
people. Are
Mm-hmm.
you bluffing? Are you not? Can you,
Mm-hmm.
it's like you're kind of just
Yeah.
like it's almost like intuition at that point. You just kind of know what it is.
Mm-hmm. I can't. can't hold a poker face for the life of me. So I
Yeah,
can read people, but I can't suppress my emotions as well.
wow. And so like, do you still have like connections with people in your previous jobs? Like, do they hook you up with any discounts or anything?
Um, Not really. No.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, because T Station, I'm sure they would have if I still lived in San Diego, but obviously that's a huge problem, not being there to get the discount. So,
You
um,
just show up one day.
yeah, Noah's Bagels, uh, no bueno, left on a bad note.
Oh,
Yeah, a bunch of scheduling issues that I kept telling him about that he wouldn't change on the schedule, even though he said he would, you know? And so when I didn't show up for the shifts he put down, he would text me and call me all mad. And so, yeah. And I told him I was moving at one point, and he still kept scheduling me for shifts. And so I was like, look, man, you got a problem. And then at that point, I was gone. So,
I mean, yeah, there's some interesting things in like the real world. Like you kind of know, you understand like there are some management, you got to understand like there's communication, a lot of communication, and like
oh, yeah.
some people just are like either stubborn or just like I don't know. There's just a lot of interesting things in the work life, com like right
Mm-hmm.
after high school and college. You just
Mm-hmm.
don't expect, but it happens on a daily in like
Yeah.
everywhere else.
Yeah. That real world experience is everything nowadays, to be honest. The street smarts is what it
Yeah,
is.
I think that's like that isn't really taught around. Like I think it kind of just like stopped because now
It's like,
everyone's
yeah, it's
yeah.
like mentioned here and there, yeah, but it's not really pushed anymore, at least that I've seen. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, because like I think because I didn't really know about it in like college. They don't teach you that,
No,
and
no, no.
because everyone's just so focused on
That,
getting degrees.
yeah, that puts me on another good point, man. Dude, in high school, I've talked about this a lot with people, but like they had so many different types of classes back then too, to like explore your career path stuff as well. You know, like wood shop, home ec. They had like driver's ed classes back in the day at high school. Like imagine being able to
Really?
take driver's ed as like an elective instead of having to go in your free time, you know?
Yeah,
Like that's cool. But same thing with like woodworking, you know, you discover more passions with the classes that are offered, but
yeah.
sucks.
Honestly, I'm like kind of jealous of like other schools, what they
True.
offer. Like I heard some schools have like a cooking class. Like I would love to have that, especially living on your own in like a dorm or just your
Hmm.
own apartment. Cooking is like a nice
So
universal
crucial.
skill.
So crucial.
I
And it's
mean,
so overlooked, man. Yeah. Oh my God.
like cooking and then like taxes, like how to fix a tire. Like most people don't even
Taxes
know those.
Taxes are a huge one, man. Because I remember when it was time for me to finally do my taxes, my mom was just kind of like, remember to do your taxes. And I was like, wait, I got to do taxes. Hold on. It's that time already. And like, at that point, I had no guidance. So like they basically, all they did was set me up with an H&R Block appointment and then they did everything. So
It's a nice skill. I'd say cooking, taxes, and then like networking is also a pretty good skill.
mhm.
And like, I don't know, just being on top of things, like, I don't know,
Yeah,
laundry too. Some people don't even know how to do laundry or can't do laundry.
yeah, at least well, yeah,
Yeah.
just mess up all the time.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of crazy. Like, it's pretty funny. Like, being Asian, it's like we live off, rice, right? And like, I found out like this week, I just like, I learned a little bit how to cook rice, but like never really did it all by
Wait,
myself independently.
okay. Wait, so this week was week one of Felix cooking rice?
Yeah, no, because like my parents would
Wow.
always do the rice. Like
True.
I've seen it like once or twice and how to do it, but I just never had that opportunity to actually do it by myself.
Is it the finger method?
The finger method?
Do you use the finger method for the rice and the water?
What do you mean by that?
Okay, never mind. There's something like a method where I think the first line of your finger, if that's where the rice is at, if that's where the edge of the rice is at, then the water level should be at the next line.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I never knew that because I only learned because like my rice bowl has like little um
Mm,
metrics on there. So I just read
gotcha.
it off that, which is
Mhm.
very helpful. But I never knew that one.
Yeah, there you go. Remember that if you move out and you don't have a pot with the measuring things on them.
So how would you do that if you had 2 scoops of rice? You just like put
It's
two
literally,
fingers.
yeah, so it's not about the bottom. So like when the rice level is at the first line, the top of the rice level, then the water level, just that line.
So I mean, if you're doing 2 scoops, you just put your finger over the rice and then just two,
Yeah.
or
If it's shorter than that, uh, just gauge, I guess. Just gauge.
just,
Eyeball it.
and then the rice is like too mushy.
Yeah, oh no. Oh no. Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like I think high school should be like I don't know, just more learning, like
Yeah,
life stuff
more
and
options for sure.
like scholarships too. Because I think like scholarships are overlooked so many
Yeah.
times. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, a lot of
Just
people.
counseling in general.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I feel like there's just so much information. Like I can
Yeah.
understand why it's like so overwhelming as a counselor, but at the same time, like
You're right. No, you're right. It's so much information, and the fact that there were three counselors at Hillsdale for what is
yeah,
it, 1,400 students or something like that. Like you're not getting that information across,
yeah, I
to
don't know.
everybody. And that's
I,
why they pick and choose. They look at kids and they assume, oh, that guy's probably going to CSM. So they push that info onto that person as opposed to giving them like the resources for scholarships at better schools and things like that. Like for me personally, my advisor, Mr. Roberts, fuck that guy. He he that's basically what he did for me. He basically was like, CSM's the best option probably for you. But then later on, I found out like a bunch of my friends had like lower GPAs than me, and they were applying to colleges and getting in and things like that too. And I was like,
oh,
man, are you kidding me? I actually got screwed over like that. Like I think about that so often, but
yeah, I think it's like the lack of information is crucial, like
mhm,
in like decision making. Like there's some things that are just missed out,
yeah,
like so many opportunities. And then at the same time, it's just like, I don't know, just what was I gonna say? I just like blanked out.
it's all right. The brain fart, man.
Dude, that's always the worst. Yeah, I don't know, just like with counseling, it's just like there needs to be more like one-on-one instead of just like getting a big group and just being like, all right, here's all the information, like the
Yep,
general stuff, not going into too much of the specific details.
yep.
Like
Which
I'd
like
say,
our Hillsdale counselors were actually good with that, but the problem is because they had so many students, it's not like you could go in once like every few days to update on situations and
yeah,
scholarships and things like that.
I'd say like the biggest help for me was personally Ms. Burtness.
Mm,
She's a great advisor and like
I heard.
super knowledgeable in colleges.
Yeah,
Like if it weren't for her, I think I would have like wouldn't have been able to take a couple opportunities at CSM. Like
nice. Yeah,
I remember she visited one of our classes and gave like a talk on like CSM and like this specific program.
that's what.
And she
Yeah,
says, if you're going to CSM, take this opportunity. I will walk you through it. We did like the step by step and like I was able to enroll in the program because of her. And
yeah.
like, I don't
I
know.
I remember now that a lot of people were also pushing uh, people towards Miss Burtness for that kind of stuff too.
Yeah. I
Well,
mean,
obviously,
yeah.
I was a slacker, so like I wasn't gonna go out of my way directed path for that, which is bad on me back in the day. I would have definitely changed that if I could, but
I
it's
mean,
not what happened. Yeah.
I don't know. It's like I wouldn't say it's 100% like you shouldn't be like taking all that blame because like I think it's just like
Oh
just
no,
you
it's a yeah, it's definitely a mix for sure.
yeah, just like not getting that right information. I think like if you had that information, you would have definitely like instantly taken advantage of it.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll never know, but it's always something I'll look back on and think, what if
Yeah,
Marvel
well,
would have.
on the bright side, you can, I mean, I always take like the lesson, I take it as a lesson, and then like, I'm glad I learned it now than like
True,
40 years later and then like pay a bigger price and
true.
like realizing I don't have as much time compared to other people.
Yeah, true, true.
Yeah. Now, a little off topic, but like,
That's
after
fine.
that whole college and like, the pandemic was a big thing that's still going on right now. But
COVID
like,
19.
yeah, I mean, like, what if we able to like do uh new things, new hobbies, or like more mental health for yourself, or like what'd you do like during the pandemic?
Um, I it was kind of okay for me, yeah, because it was almost right after I moved back, or very soon after I moved back. So I was at the Dollar Tree for a bit. So I was doing those overnight shifts for a while. So I wasn't actually going out during the day as often and having to interact with as many people.
Hmm.
So for like the first few months of the pandemic, I was pretty safe because wasn't talking to much people at all. It was like what, 4 people at my job that I would talk to at night, and then like my family and sometimes people at a cashier at a store, Um, so that was fine. I mean, in terms of hobbies, pandemic or not, I would have been slacking off with soccer. That's why I was trying to get back into it, and like with exercise in general as well. Like I just got a membership back to the YMCA, so I'm gonna start going there.
Wow.
Um, but yeah, I did get a time to play a lot of games, and I still have a lot that I haven't finished. That's how it is, though, the backlog.
What kind of
But
games?
I got so Elden Ring is there right now.
Hmm.
Um, I've so I have this bad problem. I'm replaying Persona 5, even though I have so many other games I still need to finish, just because I liked it so much. Um, I was in the middle of a Nuzlocke for Fire Red, and then actually, I can look at my Steam library right now and show you. Witcher
Wow.
3.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with going back to old games. I mean,
That's
I do
fair.
that sometimes. Like it's just a nice like nostalgia or just like, you know what? I know I had a great time with this game. I'm just gonna keep playing it. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Witcher 3, Scarlet Nexus. Outer
Got it.
Worlds, still haven't played that. And they're all like super long games too. Super fleshed out.
Like long storyboards and all that.
Yeah, story, huge skill tree, all that jazz. Like Witcher 3 alone has a card game in it that people can get lost in and have be its own game.
Really?
So yeah, Gwent.
Huh. I mean, there's a lot of
But
cool games out there.
yeah. Oh, Kirby just came out.
Ah,
Uh-oh, I'm lagging.
The screen froze.
I'm lagging, man. Okay. Are we back? Am I good?
Yeah, you're good.
I'm alive. Okay. I was gonna ask you what's on your game list right now, if any.
Game list? Oh man. Like right now or like games I played during the pandemic or like
Mm, both.
games I played during the pandemic, Smash Bros, because they released so many new characters during that time.
True.
Um, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, got
Banger.
that one. That one's a great game. Trying to remember, I played Apex Legends, Valorant, um, Overwatch, mainly more PC games, just
Yep.
because I had a better PC now than before the pandemic, so I'm just
Yeah.
utilizing it now and just enjoying the games there.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
I don't know, there's just so many great Switch games out there, but like the problem with me though is I'll be super excited, I'll play like a week straight of it just grinding, and then like the next week I just like forget about it. So like
You
I don't
just
want
start. You're just like, I'm not gonna play today. I'll play tomorrow, and then it keeps going and going and going, and then
yeah,
it's been
yeah.
like 3 weeks, and you're like, well, I should. I probably should have finished that game when I when I was grinding.
Yeah, like sometimes I just forget about the Switch. Like I'm just doing my own thing and I'm just like, wait, I haven't touched this thing in like months.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Luckily, a lot of decent games have come out recently, though. I think
Mhm.
Kirby, new Pokemon. Have you played Arceus, Legends Arceus at all?
No, but I heard that one's been pretty good. It's been getting a lot of attention lately.
Very fun, very fun. I definitely recommend that one. Um, and then they're making a new one. Is it coming out the end of this year? I think this fall.
Oh, the next generation
Yeah,
Pokemon.
yeah.
I saw it and I was like, the starters look funny. Like the fire type one.
The fire type does look funny, dude. You know what's funny is Alec and Paul. No, not Alec. Pablo and my friend Nut. They both love that thing.
Yeah,
They
I
love
mean,
what?
it's a funny like character. I just see so many memes with that one starter Pokemon.
Yeah, I know, I know. I did fall in love with the grass kitten, though. I will say that. That thing
Yeah,
looks adorable.
I don't know, like these starters look really cool and like I don't know, I haven't seen exactly the gameplay, so
Mm,
I'm not too sure what to expect.
mm.
I don't know if I would get the game though, because there's like so many new Pokemon out there. Like I just kind of want to stick to like the Diamond Age and then just like yeah, I don't know. It's
The
just
Diamond Age. That's funny. That was
I don't know,
actually.
Diamond, Pearl, and
Yeah,
Platinum.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
those are some cool games. Like nothing wrong with the other games. Just so many new Pokemon. Like
That's fair.
I think like during the pandemic, I got back into Pokemon, and I was like, dude, I don't know half of these characters. Never seen them before.
Like
I
with
was
the
like,
cards and stuff too, right? When you would
yeah,
open
yeah.
new packs.
I
Yeah.
was like collecting these cards. I'm like, dude, what is this? Never seen this one. There's a sandcastle Pokemon. Dude, there's like a trash can Pokemon. There's
Yep.
keys.
They got everything. They got everything. Hey,
Dude,
but to be fair, the argument is they've been doing that stuff since day one, you know, like a pile of sludge was a Pokemon in the first generation.
yeah, but I don't know. I just like at this point, you might as well just make like a Poke World and like everything that the trainers, traveling through. It's just all Pokemon, like buildings,
Oh
trash,
god.
like
I see.
trees. Like
They could
imagine,
if they did it in like an old style cartoon, you know.
yeah, I don't know, but I think that would, I think that'd be more freaky though. Like, I mean, I don't know if you're still there because I think you're like lagging or cutting out, but I think it's just it'd be kind of scary, like the trainer just goes out in the forest and just
Hmm.
every tree they see is just a Pokemon.
It's just
They,
one of the ghost tree Pokemon. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
they look at the
Or
sky.
a Sudowoodo. Yeah.
Dude, oh my gosh. I'd be kind of like overwhelmed. Like, dude, wherever I go, it's just Pokemon left and right. It'd be an interesting concept, though.
That, you know, yeah.
Yeah. And like, I don't know, VR's also been getting a lot of attention lately. Maybe Pokemon's gonna have a
Maybe.
VR game.
Oh yeah. I haven't dabbled in any VR, but if Pokemon came out with a game, I might. I'm such a fan, I would have probably have to buy a VR set just to play it. I would obviously get other things and start playing that as well. I wouldn't just waste the money on a VR just for the one game, but it would be a very big incentive for me to get it.
That'd be the first game to start off.
Yeah, definitely. Do you have one?
No, but
Mm,
I don't know. It's like, I think it's cool, but I don't really, there's like the games that I've seen, I'm just not really interested in. Like, don't get me wrong, like Beat Saber
yeah,
seems
I get
fun,
you.
but I don't know. Like, if it's like Ready Player One, like
That's
that, then I'd try it.
yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, because I'm trying to think. Beat Saber might be the only other one that I would try. I would try some of like the simulator games though, like like cooking simulator and things like that. Those might be shit full price. But
Yeah,
yeah, I guess Beat Saber's the only other cool game out there. Think about it.
yeah.
I know Alec, our boy Alex got. He's been going into VR chat, and then
No way.
sometimes he'll play golf. it's, it's so funny. It's so funny. He hasn't done it in a while. I should tell him to hop back on it and maybe try and clip him or something.
You should do that on his stream.
He
Golf VR.
should. Dude, that's a great idea.
I mean, he's got the setup, the equipment
Yeah,
needed. He just
true.
needs to plug it in on there and figure it out.
You just gotta execute, really. Yeah.
There's no excuse, man. There's everything that you need to know is on YouTube or the
Nowadays,
Google.
isn't that scary? Isn't that scary? If you wanted to learn anything, you could go onto YouTube and just like find like a 100 video length tutorial, you know?
Dude, it's like they got almost anything you can think of. Like it's scary, but like it's also really cool because
Yeah.
I mean, you can
More
learn.
cool than scary. Scary was the wrong word.
I
There are
mean,
the scary bits, but
there are some scary bits, but it's like it's a nice way to like get people to be more open and like be
yeah.
more aware of like what's going on. Like the deep sea, bro. When that
Dude,
video was released, dude, everyone's like freaking out of the ocean. Now they know that,
yeah.
there's still some parts that haven't been discovered and we're still living in that
Most
area and just never knew.
most parts haven't been discovered, yeah.
It's scary.
Some people think fish are just aliens. That's just their take. Like they're so scared of the ocean that they're just like, I mean, that's basically the same thing as space. Those things are like aliens. I've heard that from multiple people. Yeah.
Really like salmon. They're like, yo, what is that thing?
I don't know about specifically salmon. They get grossed out by it, but they're more focused on like the angler fish and things
Ah,
like that, you know?
I was gonna say, dang, they're looking at like a goldfish, be like, yo, that's an alien, bro.
That thing is disgusting. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna say it. It was gonna be a spoiler for something that came out today, so I won't say it.
Oh boy.
Uh, you know about Moon Knight,
No.
Marvel series coming out or came out today actually.
wasn't a trailer? I saw a trailer like on
Mm-hmm.
an ad.
Yeah, came out today, first episode.
Wow,
Pretty hype, pretty hype. I watched it at work on my break. Yeah.
nice. Well, I mean, that's like all the questions I got. Is there anything else that like you wanted to talk about?
I think this is a good baseline. Now they know
Alrighty.
who I am, so I can come back and talk about anything.
Yeah. And just be like, all right, I'm back. What's up?
All right, I'm back. No more introduction. Let's talk about Russia. I'm just kidding. No, we're not doing that.
Whatever you want to talk about,
No,
man.
we're not. I'm not talking about Russia, man. We're not getting into that.
Alrighty. So, Dylan, thank you so much for being a part of the show. I really
Of
do
course.
enjoy inviting new guests, like
Yeah,
people that I know that just haven't been on the show. So it's nice to have
yeah.
more people.
Variety for sure. I tried to
Yeah.
get Alec on here. He had a softball game today, so
Yeah.
hopefully next time.
I mean, hey, next part two, something like
I
that.
know, I know. Part two. We'll just
Yeah.
add one more guest every time I come on.
Yeah. Oh, snap. They give me like 20 people in the
Yeah,
room.
we'll have a Zoom call, a Zoom class. Yeah.
Well, any final things you want to say? I usually have the guests kind of close it out.
Okay. Be safe. Tell your loved ones that you love them and you care about them, and eat healthy.
Great.
There you go. That's my end quote right there.
Alrighty. Well, Dylan, it's a pleasure to have you on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you, everybody, for listening to the podcast or watching the video, whatever it may be. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you the next one.
Dylan Burns signing off.